Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Multi-Character Existence by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. It doesn't take much for you to seduce him and get him into the mood. After all, he's very weak for you. He loves you. He loves being with you and seeing you. And just being in your presence made his day. So you don't have to go so far to tease him, especially noting how shy he is. But if you do, and try to perhaps seduce him like you thought, he would be a blushing mess, trying to avoid looking at you. And that's when you would think that you probably messed up or something. But then, by the end of it, he would tell you, Wyan, enough, I can't take this anymore. He says, hiding his face in his hands, and now that you focus on it, his voice sounds strained and he looks like he's blushing. And you can't help but giggle, your doubts disappearing into nothingness as you finally figure out what was truly going on all those minutes ago. He got shy quite easily, and you had a habit of forgetting that. Venti. Now it's quite easy to seduce Venti if he's in the right mood. And being with him for such a long time, you know just when to pick the timing. So, when you do this, and give him a little dance, on a night that the two of you are alone and enjoying yourselves, he can't help but pay every little bit of attention to you, watching you like a hawk. Oh, my darling, you look gorgeous. Keep going now, he says with a smirk, flirting with you as you dance. And soon, he's wrapping his arms around you and having you sit on his lap. And he leans in to give you a soft kiss on the cheek. You're gonna be the end of me one day, Wyan. Well, I'm not so sure about that. Are you? And he nods, leaning in to give you one more kiss, letting you melt into it. As you close your eyes and bury your face into the crook of his neck, perhaps it was truly easy to seduce on some nights. But what could you do? His heart was totally weak for you. Xiao. Now the attempt of trying to seduce him, it will go the way you want, of course, but not in the way you imagine. As in, he is pretty much seduced by you. But the thing is, he gets extremely shy. So even though the way you move your body around him, the way you dance, and make him gaze at you, in that little dress you were wearing, it was so alluring, and he was so awestruck by it. But even then, he too had his limits, and he was a blushing mess before long. And he noticed it, stopping, since he didn't want to overwhelm him so much. And after he stopped, you walked over to him, cupping his face in your hands. Is everything alright, darling? And he melted into your hands, closing his eyes against them. Yeah, I'm quite sure. Thank you, Wyan. Just next time, go easy on me, he says with a fond smile. And you nod. You know he's not used to this, and he gets shy pretty easily, even with displaying some normal emotions. So, you will listen to him and try to take this slow as much as you can. Tighnari? Now, Tighnari is everything you ever wanted and loved. And he was quite flirty too. And sometimes, even a little bit too, well, too excited. So trying to seduce him was a very easy task. However, would you be really willing to keep up with what you put up? You're not sure about it. After all, giving him a little twirl in a dress, or dancing for him or with him, it meant that things were going to escalate sooner than later. And Tighnari, well, he had a lot of energy. Said warn you to know just when you want to do this. After all, Tighnari likes to take his time with you. And seeing the way he was eyeing you up and down now as the two of you danced, he was certainly willing to take things a little bit further. Not that you minded, not at all. Albedo? Now, Albedo was strict sometimes, but he was no more. He loved you. And because he loved you, he would do things he was not supposed to. That means when you walk into his workplace, wearing something so revealing, he was going to have you sit on his desk and make out with you. Did it matter if Sakura was knocking right now? No, because he was not going to answer her. She could guess, and seeing as you walked down from his office, with your hair utterly disheveled and messy, and your top two buttons undone, she can probably guess what was going on. Though from the look she's giving you, and the way her cheeks heat up, you're not too sure if she wants to know that badly. After all, some things are better kept in the dark. Cyno? Well, it would take a great deal to catch Cyno's attention. That's what you think, at least. But all it truly takes is one good dance and a good dress, and he's utterly hooked. You play the music, and he watches you, trying to understand what you were trying to do right now. But then, as soon as your eyes lock on with his, he knows what you have in mind. The way you're dancing, your body syncing with the rhythm of the music. It makes his heart beat faster, and his cheeks heat up. You can't quite tell pretty easily, but from the way he acts, and the way he averts his gaze whenever you lock eyes with him, you can tell he's getting pretty shy and hesitant. So when you end your dance, you sit down on his lap and give him a kiss. And that's about all he can do with holding back. So you can't do it any longer. And that's exactly how you end up making out on the couch. And probably doing something a little bit more than that. It's your fault. Totally.